Aloha! Okay, that was so immature, I'm so sorry, but it was so funny. I really love that part. Hey guys, welcome back to SuperMarcelWorld. I'm here to review the first season of Locke Key, the new hit series on Netflix. I usually don't focus on series, but this one is so good I had to make a review for it. So let's stop talking and start with the review for Locke Key Season 1. Here we go. The story. After a traumatic event, the Locke family moves into their old family home in Matheson. The house has several hidden magical keys. Each of these magical keys has its own individual power. An evil entity is after these keys and the Locke family has to pull together to face this threat. What I like. The cast. Now, the cast is one of the best things about the show. All the actors are good. They are well picked and they all deliver their individual charms. And when they're together, it's even better. I'll pick some of my favorites out for you. Child star Jackson Robert Scott already impressed me in 2017's It.
You float too! You float too!
And after that in the highly underrated supernatural thriller The Prodigy. In that film, he's also excellent. Especially for a kid actor, he's really good. Next we have Connor Jessup, who's extremely easy on the eyes. And he brings his own charm to the role of Tyler, the older brother in the family. Emilia Jones plays the sister in the family. Her name is Quincy. She also delivers a good performance, but I have some mixed feelings about her character. I'll get back to that. Darby Stanchfield plays the mother of the family, Nina Locke. She also delivers, and she has this Julianne Moore quality to her screen presence, which is just awesome. Lesla de Oliveira, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, plays the evil Dodge. She is beautiful and menacing, and at first I thought, okay, you're way too beautiful and you're not menacing at all, but that kind of changes as the show goes along. She becomes very menacing. And there's also a recurring role for the great Stephen Williams, who you might know from X-Files or Jason Goes to Hell. The story. I love the story. You know, the whole concept of hidden magical keys in an old house doesn't really pique my interest, but if you see how it's done and how it's executed with that good of a cast, I'm totally fan. I'm totally in. I really like the way that it's told, how the characters are dealing with all the stuff that's going on, you know, in the present, but also the trauma from the past. I really like the way it's told. You know, it's grounded, but with magical elements. I'm not a huge fan of flashbacks, but it's done in a modest way, and the flashback scenes actually make sense to the story. I love how the characters evolve. They're not perfect. They're already traumatized, and along the way, because they don't really know how the keys and all the magic works, they screw up. They're not perfect, which just really makes them that much more interesting. I absolutely love that. I love how the story is unwrapped with every episode. Also the twists and surprises. You know, that final twist was a little bit predictable, but it was awesome nonetheless. I loved it. Design. The show looks amazing. Let's take the old house. It's awesome. It's beautiful, a little innocent, but also a little haunting. It kind of resembles the Norman Bates house from the Psycho films and the Psycho TV show Bates Motel. They even make a joke about this. There's some nice camera work. I love the shots from outside the house, being surrounded by all those trees in the woods. It's awesome. It's beautifully shot. And the interiors of the house are also beautiful and not overdone. It's not spooky like the outside of the house might be, but it feels like an actual warm home. What I don't like. Teary eyes. Emilia Jones plays Quincy, and she delivers a pretty good performance, but one thing really bugs me. Almost every time we see her, she's teary-eyed. She has these watery eyes and she's about to cry. And you know, I get it. They're traumatized, they went through hell, new stuff coming along, might not be easy. I get all of that. And I get that she might be emotional and she might be crying sometimes, but really almost every freaking time we see her in the first 4 to 5 episodes, isn't that a little much? Come on. At one point I was like, oh Jesus, not again, stop it. Overuse loses its effect. Less is more. Selfish. Once again, I'm talking about Quincy's character. I like her, but there are some issues as well. At one point it became very clear to me that Quincy always gets her way. She seems like a very spoiled child. Even when other people are against her ideas, or when she might put others in danger, she don't care. She just does whatever she wants. Which is a great way to not like the character. And I'm not sure if that's really what they're going for. I do like the character, but I do have some serious issues. This is one of them. Unnecessary CGI. When they turn into ghosts and fly, they're CGI. And I'm not against the use of CGI. I know when sometimes you can do it with other tools and CGI might be the only way. And yes, CGI is a tool to be used at those times. But here I feel that it's kind of done because they might be lazy or that it might be quicker. I'm not sure what the reason is. I wasn't there. But it looks kind of... You know, the CGI is good, especially for TV, but you still see it, you know, they kind of have these computery faces. And I'm like, why? Why do it that way if you can do it cheaper with a better looking result? Beats me. I don't know. Most magical moment. I had a hard time deciding on this, but it's gotta be one of the moments where they use the keys. I think I'll have to go with the first one. I think it was the one in the mirror. They entered through a mirror into this other dimension with lots of mirrors, and some freaky stuff happens. I can't tell you because I'm trying to keep it spoiler free. So yeah, for now I think that will have to be my favorite part. Did you know? Comics. This series is based on the original American comic books by Joe Hill, Tom Savini. Now the group of friends in the show calls themselves the Savinis. This is of course a tribute to horror and makeup effects guru Tom Savini. Tom Savini himself, the legend himself, has a small role in this show. He's the shop owner that gives Bodhi the jar of keys. Awesome. This is the legend, Tom Savini, with his autograph and the characters he designed over the years. Awesome. Overall, the show is terrific if you ask me. The first episode already grabbed me and it snowballed from there. From the grounded story with magical elements to the great cast with those characters. That I love the fact that they're not perfect and they have to fight this impossible fight. There's some nice twists and turns and it has some dark elements in there as well. And the show is just a beautiful blend of different styles. It's got fantasy, it's got a little bit of horror, it's got drama. It's a perfect mix. The magical keys allow the show makers to play with creativity. For instance, when they get inside of someone's head, it's that world they're seeing, that location is based on that person's interests. And it brings us colorful and fun locations, and I love the possibilities it offers. I hope to do some more with that in the future, maybe with someone with a darker mind. Whoa. The story unravels with every episode, and near the end you think it's all done, and in the final few minutes they totally set you up for season 2. Yeah. And that moment at the end, they have this like shock. The whole time, I swear I had it in my head, this and this is going on. And I'm not bummed out that it's a little bit predictable. Maybe I'm that smart. No, just kidding. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. I'm like, okay, they're gonna do it. Are they gonna do that? And then they did it. And I was like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew they would do that. And I love it. So yeah, it's a little predictable, but it's awesome. It leaves you very, very hungry for more. Here's hoping that the following season or seasons are just as strong as this first season. I give Locke Key Season 1 9 out of 10. Wait for it. Keys. You didn't see that one coming, did ya? Haha. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Did you see Locke Key Season 1? Did you binge it? Let me know below how you feel. We'll talk. If you have the time, hit the like button, maybe subscribe or check out some of the other videos which you kinda might like, you never know. And of course, as always, I hope to see you back next time. Bye!